afternoon, everyone. I am a Women Leadership Fellow for 2020. I'm an attorney at law and president as well of the Pension Industry Association of Jamaica. My passion and contribution to nation building for the last 18 years has been in the area of pension reform, retirement security, and old age poverty reduction. The private sector pension framework in Jamaica is in its relative infancy, but coverage rates are extremely low, hovering between 9 to 11%. This, coupled with a large proportion of workers who are in the informal sector and usually earning very low income, makes saving for retirement and participation in Jamaica's social security systems particularly challenging. The result is that there are high rates of old age poverty and intergenerational economic dependence. Across the globe, the elderly represents an increasing share of the population as life expectancies increase and birth rates decrease. This graying of society worsens the old age dependency ratio, and that means that the working populations of society will have more older persons to support. The implication is that workers will require greater access to retirement savings programs to better sustain themselves in old age. I recall when we had our first virtual EF orientation meeting, George encouraging us to have an open mind in relation to our fellowship experience, but as well our fellowship projects, being open to actually taking a completely different direction to what we had initially envisioned. That was indeed my experience. Initially, my fellowship project was to examine implementation strategies for micro-pensions for low-income and informal workers. However, as I started to meet with more and more retirement security experts during the fellowship, I learned that even more impactful was the concept of auto-enrollment to increase retirement savings for persons in the formal sector. As one interlocutor shared with me, auto-enrollment is the single most effective way to increase pension coverage and improve retirement security. So this got me very excited. And by the way, anything pension related gets me very excited. But I realized that my approach to the issue of improving retirement security needed to be a multi-pronged one. Not only within the informal sector dealing with micro-pensions, but also in relation to the private sector, which is where major impact could be felt and most likely more quickly. So for those who don't know, auto-enrollment is a program where a worker is automatically, who is not in an employer pension arrangement, is automatically put in a pension arrangement. And they have to take the active choice to come out of it. Some examples are CalSavers in California, Oregon Saves, and in the UK Nest. The feature that makes auto-enrollment so successful is that it banks on the natural human inertia to do nothing. It does not rely on the individual taking the step to get into a pension arrangement, but you have to take the step to come out if you don't want to stay in. Behavioral science supports that most persons generally do not take the step to come out. The result is higher levels of pension savings and participation, often in the range of 50% to 70%. Now remember, coverage in Jamaica is at 9 to 11%. So auto-enrollment could be a major game changer for my country. Throughout the fellowship, I connected with almost 60 persons from across and outside of the United States. And one advantage for me of the program being virtual was that I connected with persons from Germany, Fiji, the Solomon Islands, Rwanda, England, and Chile. And I have to recognize my program officer, Kari, who really arranged all of this, and it was really fantastic. So thank you, Kari, for that. But meeting persons who have similarly dedicated their energies to the same passion of pension reform was really amazing. Some meetings turned into mini pension parties, with all of us pension nerds just feeding off of each other's energy and shared passion. It was incredible. And it affirmed for me that my contribution to nation building will continue to be in the area of retirement security. Post-fellowship, I convened a working group of development economists and investment managers to work with me on a concept paper, which is almost finished, to submit to the Minister of Finance to propose the implementation of auto-enrollment in Jamaica. I also had the benefit of critical and useful feedback on the concept paper from several of the persons I met with in the fellowship, including my mentor, Eisenhower Fellow Michael Williamson. And I just want to add, the feedback I got was not just like, ordinary Joes. We're talking about persons who implemented successfully auto-enrollment in Oregon, in California, one of the initial conceptualizers of auto-enrollment for the United States. So some real heavyweights in retirement security contributed and gave critical feedback to the paper, and I'm happy that they're now in my network and they're happy to continue to support me, and I'm grateful for that. The income derived from a pension in the majority of cases is what determines whether we can live an independent, dignified life in retirement. Advancing retirement security will see more Jamaicans living prosperously, supporting financial equity and justice for us all. My 2020 cohort of Women Leadership Fellows, 11 of whom are here, are all inspiring and genuine women. Each one of them impresses me. Strong women doing meaningful work in an impactful way. I'm proud of all of you. I'm very humbled to be a part of this esteemed network. Thank you.